medical laboratories play a critical role in healthcare, from detecting diseases to guiding doctors in making treatment decisions. But beyond sophisticated equipment and skilled personnel, experts say effective leadership is also essential to ensuring accurate and reliable laboratory services. It is against this backdrop that the Nigerian chapter of the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Sciences, WACP, brought laboratory leaders together for this workshop.
The workshop is organized by the West African Postgraduate College of Medical Laboratory Science. The college has member countries: Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin Republic, and many other countries in West Africa. We realize that laboratory is very key in the diagnosis of diseases, whether we talk of infectious diseases or non-infectious diseases, or what we call community. Laboratory is very, very important. And the college now makes it a priority to invite laboratory leaders in medical laboratories nationwide, directors of medical laboratory science, deputy directors, assistant directors, chief, and all those people in leadership position in medical laboratories in Nigeria, to strengthen the leadership ability on how to manage the laboratory properly, with a view of rendering quality services to the clients that are using the laboratories. And that includes the public who patronize hospitals, people who visit laboratories, students who are pursuing degree courses in the universities, and many other stakeholders in the laboratory. That's the essence of the training. It's to empower or strengthen the abilities of leaders of medical laboratory science in the management approach for better quality services to the people. That's the essence of the workshop.
The workshop brought together medical laboratory leaders, including directors, deputy directors, and chiefs of laboratories, with participants drawn from Nigeria and other West African countries.
If you're driving around Abuja, you want to pay attention. The FCT and FRC are stepping up enforcement against motorists who violate traffic rules. Then Senator Ali Undumi says some of President Bola Tinubu's aides are causing embarrassment for the president. In Oyo State, the government is taking steps to address the health effects of climate change. And with the 2027 elections drawing closer, the Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution has a message for Nigerian youths. Stay away from hate speech and fake news. Those are the stories making the headlines. This is a live news update, and I'm Khadija Ibrahim. Let's get into it. But first, breaking news. Ibrahim Gusau has resigned as president of the Nigeria Football Federation alongside members of his board. The decision takes immediate effect, creating a leadership change at the country's football governing body. Gusau and the board members have stepped down from their respective positions with immediate effect. The reasons for the resignations have not been disclosed. The development comes as the NFF oversees Nigeria's national football programs and preparations for major international competitions. Attention will now turn to the next steps for the federation, including arrangements for new leadership. More details are expected as the situation develops. The FCT administration and the Federal Road Safety Corps are stepping up enforcement against motorists who violate traffic regulations in Abuja. The agencies are targeting offences including running red lights, driving on restricted routes, and other violations that disrupt the smooth flow of traffic. The exercise is aimed at improving road discipline and reducing the risk caused by motorists who ignore traffic rules. Motorists are being urged to obey traffic regulations and cooperate with officials as the enforcement continues. Senator Ali Ndeme has criticized some of the officials working around President Bola Tinubu. Ndeme says the incompetence of some presidential aides is causing embarrassment for the president. He called for more competent people to be appointed around the president and urged those serving in government to be more careful in carrying out their responsibilities. Oyo State has inaugurated a technical group to address the impact of climate change on public health. The group brings together relevant experts and stakeholders to examine how changing weather patterns and environmental conditions are affecting residents. It is expected to develop strategies to help the state prepare for and respond to climate-related health challenges. The Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution is urging Nigerian youths to stay away from hate speech and fake news ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Director General of the Institute, Dr. Joseph Ochogu, says young people have an important role to play in maintaining peace during the electoral processes. He urged youths to verify information before sharing it and avoid content that could create tension or encourage violence. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has rejected the defense of social media activist Martins Vincent Otsi, popularly known as Very Dark Man, over his participation in Nigerian Bar Association conference. Falana argued that professional conferences should give priority to speakers with relevant experience and expertise. Scholarship and bilateral education arrangements. The government says the move is aimed at reducing unnecessary spending and directing more resources toward Nigerian tertiary institutions. The Ministry of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, says the government can no longer justify sending students abroad to study courses that are already available in Nigeria. He says the review is part of efforts to strengthen tertiary education in the country. Efetobere Favor reports.
Many Nigerian students studying abroad is a huge dream, but now this dream is about to look a little bit different. The federal government is reviewing foreign scholarships for Nigerian students because it is thinking of investing more in Nigerian schools. But what do Nigerian students think about this? We took the questions to the students.
For years, Nigeria has sponsored students to pursue higher education in other countries through bilateral agreements and foreign scholarship programs. But the federal government is now questioning whether some of these overseas opportunities still offer value for money, particularly when similar courses are available in Nigerian institutions. The government says the focus is now shifting towards strengthening universities, polytechnics and colleges at home.
Adeola Ajayi student, I will take the opportunity to study abroad because it's a lot easier. They have like better programs and other things. I think majority of people would stay, like at least 50% will stay in the country to study here. Overseas is still like way better in programs and their structures and everything.
The government's decision follows concerns over the cost of sponsoring large numbers of students abroad for programs that are already available locally. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, recently pointed to a proposal involving Nigerian students traveling to Morocco to study courses such as mass communication and journalism. He said the proposal raised questions about the need to spend public funds abroad when similar programs are offered in Nigeria.
The biggest problem faced by Nigerian students are inadequate facilities in the school. They don't have access to necessary facilities needed to aid their education system. I would say no. They won't be discouraged to travel abroad because the government is not encouraging. Even though the facilities are available, if the government are not encouraging, people will still want to leave the country to find a greener pasture where the government are actually helping their citizens.
Nigerian government says this change will help to improve the Nigerian education system. But with the money saved from this, I am reporting from Alive Business.
For many Nigerians, payday no longer means financial security. With rising costs of food, rent, transportation, and other essentials, more people are turning to side hustles to supplement their income. But is a side hustle now a choice or a necessity? Can one salary still sustain a Nigerian today? Precious Onu reports.
Cost of living, one source of income may not be enough. From online trading, freelancing, to small-scale trading, many Nigerians suffer to make ends meet. Side hustle has become a major source of income. Now I'm on the streets of Lagos. Come with me, let's find out.
I'm a social media manager, and I'm also a data analyst as well. When you look at the cost of living and you put it side by side with my salary, it's nothing to write home about. It is very, very difficult surviving Nigeria currently as it is.
What I need the government to do is to empower those that are hustling. Let me call it side hustle. Do you understand? Because as it is, a 9-to-5 worker, his or her salary might not be enough due to maybe at home, maybe paying some bills.
See, currently I'm living off my side hustle. I just graduated and I also just completed my NYC. I'm job hunting, and then the market has not really been favorable. But yeah, as of now, I've just been living off my side hustle. So I tell you, without side hustle, I wonder what I would be doing right now.
From our conversation, it is clear that side hustle has become more than just an extra source of income. With the high cost of living, many Nigerians are struggling to make ends meet. I am Precious Onu for Alive News Network.
And now let's take a look beyond our borders. The growing use of artificial intelligence agents is creating new challenges for businesses and cyber insecurity. As AI agents become more capable of making decisions and carrying out tasks independently, insurers are reassessing how existing cyber policies addresses risks linked to autonomous AI systems. The industry is now examining how to cover potential losses when AI systems act unexpectedly or make decisions without direct human intervention. After 6 months of conflict, the war involving Iran is entering what is being described as its endgame. Attention is now turning to how the conflict could end and what its aftermath could mean for the region. The situation continues to attract international attention amid concerns over regional security, political stability, and the wider consequences of the conflict. That's the news at this hour. This is a live news update, and I'm Khadija Ibrahim.
Because the level of the training, it has to do with the leadership, and it's those people that are heading the laboratories that are being trained so that they will be able to know how to manage their laboratory effectively and to be able to impact the younger ones so that they'll be able to do things, especially when it has to do with diagnosis. Diagnosis has to be very, very effective, and you have to diagnose the ailment very well. Just like the TB, if you miss out a patient in TB at the first point of contact, by the time that the patient go back into the community, it will continue to spread the TB diseases unknowingly. So diagnosis is important, and that is why leadership is key. When you know what you are doing and you are able to, do your work effectively and perform it effectively, and you are able to coordinate your team member effectively, then you'll be able to carry out your work as expected of you, and you'll be rolling out excellent results in the laboratory, and we'll be having a wonderful result. And it's now key, because without the wonderful result and excellent result from the laboratorians, then the clinician will not be able to treat their patients effectively. So that is why this workshop is organized for the directors, those ones that are in the leadership, so that they will be able to manage their laboratory very well. It is leadership training for medical laboratory scientists, but it's for the directors, because it is meant for the leaders in the laboratories, those ones that head the laboratories, that is the managers and the directors, the chief, the assistant director, because they are the ones that are heading the labs, and they'll be able to coordinate their subordinates effectively.
According to the organizers, strong laboratory leadership is essential to maintaining quality standards and ensuring accurate diagnosis. The training also focused on quality assurance and effective implementation of policies within laboratory settings, with laboratory services playing a key role in disease diagnosis and public health. The WACP says continuous professional development and stronger leadership will remain important in achieving higher standards of healthcare delivery across West Africa.
So far.